Okay, this is supposed to be a meeting for shell gas and find out what's going on here. And you are?
Bruce Northrup, the Minister of Natural Resources, sir.
So you seen the protesters outside,
Yeah.
and you see a meeting here, and I tried to come in here, but they said it's sort of like no media is going to be here. It's just a little meeting to discuss issues with who? What's going on?
We're having this meeting today from 9 to 5 here at the Fredericton Inn with different stakeholders that were invited from around the province.
What's a stakeholder?
Stakeholder is a person or groups that are involved in the process. I guess is probably the best way to say it.
The one that makes money, or the one that's against it?
It's ones that are against it, the ones that are for it. The people that on both sides of the coin, I guess, is at the end of the day. So we wanted to invite people that on the economic side, we wanted to bring in the people that who are against shale gas, who are for shale gas, get them in a room and have a dialogue and get communication. We've got 4 or 5 presenters on the plus side and on the negative side this morning. We'll take a break at noon hour, and then we'll be having round table conversations this afternoon, positives, negatives against shale gas. And at the end of the day, we'll put all this together. And it's not a closed door meeting. It's what the steering committee that we've put together wanted to get the stakeholders, like I say, together and have a conversation and communicate.
There's nothing wrong with having a conversation.
Open dialogue, open mind. Let's come in and talk about it. Let's talk about the negatives, and that's why we went to Arkansas and BC and Pennsylvania to see the negatives and positives against that. We're at the early stages here. We've drilled 2 wells in the Elgin area. There may be 1 or 2 more wells drilled this year. There may be 2 or 3 wells drilled next year. So it's not like we're rushing into this basically like Quebec did. Quebec ran into it almost overnight, and they started drilling wells all over the place, and now they're suffering because they went ahead too quick. So we want to do this slowly, and we want to involve everybody. And in the fall, we'll probably have an open dialogue with the general public who want to come in and talk to industry, talk to government, talk to our steering committee. And as you know, we've been having town hall meetings all over the place, from Shediac and Sussex and Salisbury and Peniac and Harvey, and between industry and government, we've been having these open houses. And you still say that water is liquid gold? Water is liquid. You know that. Water and environment is our #1 concern, and we've been working with the Department of Environment and on this with the Natural Resources and the Energy Department, and all 3 departments are involved, and the Department of Health is involved now. So we've got a good steering committee together with a lot of experts, especially to do with water quality, and we'll be strengthening up the EIA process, and we'll be strengthening up the regulatory process. One more question. I'm sweating here. How are you going to manage to have all kinds of people around here with a heated discussion and not to sweat? I don't think there's any air conditioning here. I'm being sarcastic here. We have a facilitator to keep it cool outside. Keep it cool. Listen, Minister, thank you very much. Okay. No problem.